Hey you guys, and then the day came when fans saw the very teaser of the Eternals, which Marvel showed to those who bought tickets to Comic-Con. It is not clear why it was hidden for so long, because there were no spoilers in this trailer. According to rumors, Kevin Feige specifically moved the project closer to this season. Because he is seriously counting on the Oscar, we can say that the expectations of Marvel are very high for this project. And in this video we will talk about quite official things, because this film is about ancient aliens who secretly lived on Earth for thousands of years. It is known that after the events of Avengers 4, an unexpected tragedy forces them to unite against the most ancient enemy of humanity, the Deviants. And the trailer just confirmed the existing data, as well as a bunch of characters that will appear in the movie. And before we go any further, let's take a look at the teaser footage. They begin with the arrival of the Eternals on Earth, and apparently, people there were not ready to meet the unknown, but nevertheless, we can say that the actions take place somewhere 20 to 30,000 years ago. People on Earth were very primitive, and as we learn from the video, the Eternals helped people develop. It is also known that the Eternals themselves were created by the Celestials, who conducted experiments on prehistoric humans. However, they failed and created a new species of deviant creatures, whose gene carries Thanos. However, even if the deviants themselves were not shown to us, they will become the villains of the project. Why, if the Eternals were created on Earth, in a trailer, did they come to her in a spaceship? The answer to this question is there, and it is known not only by fans of comics, but also by those who have watched Infinity War. The second team flew first to Uranus and then to Titan to create their own world, so as not to interfere with the Earthlings. The truth is that on Earth and on Titan, the life of the Eternals was accompanied by constant civil wars. In short, one of the leaders wanted to use his abilities in order to live peacefully, and the other leader, in turn, declares that he does not mind at all to achieve these goals much easier by conquering all the inhabitants of the galaxy. Obviously, because of this, some of the Eternals had to leave the Earth. It is known that two guys, Uranus and Kronos, did not share the planet, whereafter that Uranus had to return to Titan, where he again staged a civil war, thereby affecting the population of the Eternals. It is known that when Kronos died, there was a confrontation for his throne. In general, everything was quite peaceful, but this led to the fact that one of the sons of Kronos, Zeus, remained on Earth, and the second, Aller, so as not to start a war, flew to Titan. And now, thanks to the alarm, the population of the Eternals on the planet Titan has resumed. And soon he had a son, whom he named Thanos. However, the squads continued to live on Earth, but they were visited from time to time by the guys from Titan, and I think this couple from the trailer is one of those teams. It is also known that the Eternals organized the cities of Olympia, Oceania, and the North Star, firmly entering the mythology of the Earth as gods. However, from time to time they were visited by deviants, where they caused chaos, and the Eternals had to protect people from them. In the process, the continents of Atlantis and Pacifist were lost. In fact, the trailer hints that we will be shown fragments of the past, where the Eternals opposed the deviants. In the video, we are shown Babylon, where it is hinted that people built such wonders of the world with the help of the Eternals. And they show guys who have fought in the past, and obviously they've fought deviants. In fact, a couple of shots show us the deviants themselves. In this fragment you can see how one of the Eternals cuts off the legs of a huge deviant, and in another you can see how people enslaved by deviants aim at the Eternals. But knowing that in addition to the Thanos, the Earthlings had other global problems, where the help of the Eternals would not hurt. In the meantime, let's go through the main characters. Icarus, played by Richard Madden, is one of the most powerful characters. He is incredibly strong, and is considered second only to Zeus in strength. Angelina Jolie plays the role of Athena, who is able to create weapons, and is on the third line in terms of abilities. In addition, it is she, theoretically, can be the great-grandmother of Thanos. Don Lee received the role of Gilgamesh, who is marked in the history of mankind as Hercules. Salma Hayek will play the role of Ajax, where she is known for being defeated by Thor, but in the film, not only the gender was changed, but also the status, where she will be the leader of the entire team. Matt Carey has also transformed from a man to a woman, and is played by Lauren Ridloff, which, as you have already seen, has super speed. Barry Hogan plays the role of a druid who can control people. We will not dwell on them, we have a whole video about them, which you will see here. But let's talk about the two main characters of the film, the Dark Knight and Cersei. It is known that Cersei will be the soul of the company throughout the film, and the initiator of the action. In the comics, as in the film, she is very strong, but also in love with the Dark Knight Keith Harington. The trailer also shows us the happy relationship between Cersei and Ikari. Dane wears a special pendant. Touching it, he turns into a Dark Knight, in almost impenetrable armor. They are very light, but almost not vulnerable, and his shield helps to absorb any attacks, whereafter he releases this energy from his sword. And he also has a genetically modified mighty horse. And on the set of Kit Harington, spent a lot of time, we can say that he will definitely be in the lead role. It's also interesting to note that the movie will take place after Avengers 4, because the guys were discussing the new commander-in-chief of the Avengers. From the laughter of the guys, you can understand that the question of who will be in charge in the Avengers is a joke for them, because these guys are working with an even more dangerous threat, for example, with Deviants, or with the Celestials. The Celestials that were seen on the merged promo materials may well be in the film. Their appearance is almost confirmed. True, it is not known at what point they may appear, but there is a so-called Court of the Celestials, where they check their results of the experiment. If they are not satisfied with the result, they can simply destroy the life form. This is what the Eternals are fighting. They stood up to their creators and successfully defended humanity, and most likely, this will be shown to us in the film. These clouds look very suspicious, as Cersei and Jon Snow look at them in one of the frames. But I can say that these are hardly deviants, because these guys should be from Earth, not from outer space. However, the question arises, aren't the Celestials dead in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? And I will say in turn that anything can happen. We are waiting for something definitely epic, but what exactly is still a mystery. Maybe we'll find out in future videos. See you later.